Everybody, Tom Zolik for the win here! With a brand new series. We're playing it difficultly. Well, we're playing it not difficultly, but the game is more difficulty. More difficultyist. Difficulty setting, survivalist. Very hard. Second hardest skill level. Zombies are feral. Now they're scary. 24-hour cycle should be 40 minutes. I don't know why I have that at 240. So the days will be shorter. So I have less time to get stuff done. We're going to do 0 on the loot respawn time. It doesn't respawn. It never happens. Drop on death, it doesn't matter. When we die, we're dead. The series is over. Enemy memory, we're leaving at 60 seconds. Enemy spawning at medium. Why are we leaving those at default? Because on survivalist with feral, it's difficult enough. Trust me. Airdrops, disabled. We don't want them. We're going to make this horde. Cheat mode. Why is that on? I already started this game. I'm on continue. Why would that go to on? Off. Loot timer fast. Craft timer none. And the purpose of that is to make the game go quick. Make the video go quick. Make it more interesting. And here we go. This is right by the wasteland where you always start. And of course we're not going into the wasteland because we're not dumb. But what we are going to do is collect 3 rocks and some grass. And more rocks so we can make a bow as quick as possible. And for a bow we need 2 grass, and for the stone axe we are going to make 2, so we also need 2 grass. Alright, so we have 4 of each. Now we need some stickies. Stickies are like sticks but cuter. Okay, 2 stone axes at our service. Now, let's get away from the wasteland. Oh, spider zombie. Let's get away from the spider zombie. You will notice very soon that this game is mostly about staying away from zombies. We'll spend most of our time running away like cowards. Now, let's chop down a tree. So we can get enough sticks to make a bunch of crossbow bolts and the crossbow itself. Plus this will give us fuel for if we happen to get lucky and find a cooking pot. We're just going to craft down one of these. And we're going to go away from zombies. I'll take the... never mind. Well, that didn't take long. We've been found. Oh, we don't really need that so much. We're basically, for the first, I don't know, 10 minutes or so of this video, we're probably just going to run around and try to get the stuff we need to get a decent amount of bolts for the crossbow. And we're going to collect some cotton so we can make... bandages, because we only start with 1. I'm going to do my damnedest not to get hit. Getting hit sucks. There is a piggy, but we don't want him because we don't want to smell like pork too much at this point in the game. Since we are on a single-player game, there's plenty of hunting always. So we don't need to compromise things currently, just for the sake of some pork chops. Basically, food is not our biggest concern. Self-defense is our initial biggest concern. And things like not getting infected, since we have no antibiotics and no real way to get any at this juncture, except to just get lucky as hell that we find them in a medicine cabinet somewhere. Which would be, which would be very lucky. I think that's a spider zombie. So we probably don't want to hang out around here too much, because he will be calling a horde. Here comes the screams. No, no screams. As you can see, there's plenty of animals. Deer. There's a deer somewhere over in the distance there I just saw. Basically, right now, we're just taking everything we can. And we'll get We'll get to a place of safety at some juncture, lose all the zombies, and then do some inventory management. It's really difficult to do it on the fly. You might notice I'm alternating running and walking, trying to keep my stamina up in case things get real hairy. I want to have enough stamina to get the hell out of Dodge. That is a big priority. What do we have for stones? I'm just going to take 2 seconds and do this real quick now. There's somebody coming closer. What do we have for stones? 37? That's a good start. It'd be nice to get like 75, 80. But we also need the feathers to go with that, so... Here's some feathers, maybe? It'd be nice to... Yeah, that was a good one. It'd be nice to get lucky and catch a couple of, nests with... Damn it. Oh, didn't see him. Be nice to catch some nests with a high feather count. It will very occasionally have like 35 feathers in them or something. But we'll take 17 to 20, that gets to 75 awful fast. The eggs are semi-helpful. I mean, yeah, the eggs are actually really helpful if we can find some pigs later when we need them. Here's spider zombie in the background screeching away. That was a good nest. Alright, what do we have? We have 126 feathers and we have 42 stones. Cool. I haven't actually built a crossbow yet because I'm not stopping to shoot right now anyway. I don't really need one until I hit a town that I want to loot. In which case I want to be able to stand out on the periphery and shoot zombies. As opposed to getting too up close and personal. Hollow tree stump. That's a bummer. Tree stumps very often have both food and water. Definitely one of the better finds in the game, but they are also very often empty. Their empty rate is quite high. Like, a backpack is never empty. If you find a backpack, you're going to get something. There you go, tree stump had water. Puts us in good shape. 3 waters is enough to sustain us for quite a while. At some point here, we'll start finding empty jars. Basically, once we hit a village. Short iron pipe is good, so we can make a forge when we get the Forge Ahead book. Which again, hopefully we'll find once we hit a town. Okay, our first victim, a nurse. We are doing our best to get in and out. And that's why we save lots and lots of stamina. I thought we might be undetected there. We finally got ourselves a little bit of freedom. So let's take a second. Just kind of get off the main drag, although it looks like we're at an intersection, which is not a bad thing. I can hear a zombie over my right shoulder. Let's do just a small amount of crafting and ditching and... Alright, so now, sharp stones. Whoops. All that stuff I just dropped I picked up again in my effort to pick up the sharp stone that I threw on the ground inexplicably. Okay, crossbow. I don't ever remember the recipe because I make one early in the game and then never make another one. Alright, this recipe I know by heart. Except I grabbed the wrong thing. Crossbow bolts. Sweet. Now we're cooking with fire. Whoops, let's go ahead and get this stuff down, and then do it this way. Let's make 5 bandages. Let's stick those down here. Let's preload our crossbow, because there's nothing worse than trying to shoot a crossbow and hearing click. We're going to continue to try to pick up some stones here as we figure out what direction we're going. Alright, now these zombies we want to shoot because we want this duffel bag. fat zombies are unfortunately not one-shot kills on this harder difficulty level. I think that's a nurse zombie over there, so we're probably going to go get her. Football helmet's a cool find. Just gives us our first bit of armor. Got her. And there's another backpack right behind her. Good. Good, 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 good. So let's clean her out. Sounded a little dirty. Blood bags are good. We can make ourselves a medical kit soon. There we go. Cloth gloves don't offer much protection, but they offer more protection than no protection. So let's take a second and assess what we're doing. Those of you who watch my beginner series know that this is how I do this. I look for a road that's straight. This one has a little crook in it. Probably doesn't have a city. Needs straight roads in order for cities to show up. Oh, we see a nurse we can kill. Let's go ahead and do her with the bow. There's no reason to endanger ourselves at this point. Jeez. It's almost like I didn't realize what I was doing there. 'Cause I didn't. We'll take painkillers. They're pretty commonly found, but until we get enough supplies to build up our medical kit stock, it is going to be our primary source of health when we're injured. And it doesn't give you back a ton, so it's kind of something that you need to collect in volume if at all possible. Alright, this is going to take us back into zombie land, and there's not much we can do about it, but we need to rotate around, because there's going to be 3 or 4 roads here total that all kind of converge on that center point, and we want to try to find which one is our path. So let's head back, try not to hurt ourselves. This is where we already were, right? No, I don't think I've seen that backpack. I have not. Ooh, a gun. Alright, we need to go north-ish here. We're hunted, but nobody's really close to us, so we'll get rid of that pretty quick. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's the backpack we got with the nurse, okay. Just orienting myself a little bit here. Maybe there's not an intersection? Oh, I'm just not to it yet. Oh, maybe if I had opened my eyes, I could have seen that there was one. I are smart. Another duffel with some food and an iron club. Yay. I don't really like the flashlight, but we're going to take it just in case. Hopefully we get lucky and find a mining helmet at some juncture soon. Nada. Alright, let's explore this road. If you just run down it a little ways, you'll find out if it's flat. That one's not. Thought I saw a backpack. Oh, it's a pig. I'm gonna take its leather. Or its hide and turn it into leather. We'll leave the meat. I know that seems counterintuitive in a game where you can starve, but I promise you we'll find meat at a later juncture. These nurses are not very forthcoming with their goodies. Alright, we're going to do the same thing with this deer that I would guess a zombie killed. Although sometimes the animals just randomly drop dead. It's kind of a weird thing. Alright. Boy, I don't think any of these roads are straight. Well, fudge nuggets. We'll just go around this one then. Wait for the next intersection. A good find at this point would probably be the winter biome, so I can have blueberries, which is basically unlimited food. Ah. She switched her angle on me there. We definitely like the unlimited food that the winter biome offers. We do not like the difficulty of the zombies, so what I would probably do is try to set up camp close to the winter biome. Jeez. Alright, I give up on this. I can't shoot today. take a second and throw on some of these sexy clothes. Tank top, give us a little bit of armor. It looks like the burned out biome is in front of us. Decisions, 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 decisions. Alright, good points of the burned out biome. You can see clearly for a long ways. Corpses to loot. Houses to loot, which will almost certainly offer us a cooking pot. Hunting is easy because you can see for a long ways. There's only one zombie type, and it's not a particularly difficult one. So, all things considered, there are worse places to find ourselves in the early game. As you will see soon enough, I assume, in these burned out houses, if you find one with an oven, it gives up the cooking pots. This is a pretty good place to find iron in the early game. There are things we can make into scrap iron. There's almost on cue, end up with a cooking pot. Happy day, happy day. This is a little risky trying to loot with zombies so close to us, but I feel comfortable in my ability to run away on time. I've got a pretty good sense. Wow, that's cool. A house spawn on top of a house. I didn't catch that the first time by. Alright, now we're out of juice. We may have mistimed this. Nope, we're alright still. Even without sprinting, we're still faster than the zombies are. As you can see. We can still readily get away. Another gun and more ammo. Why don't I switch to the gun? Well, I don't have enough ammo to really be effective with it, for A. And for B, it's just not really all that strong. I'm not a fan of the pistol. I would rather just use what, should we just delete this? I would rather just use the crossbow. And a melee weapon. We have a better melee weapon, too. I just haven't gone to it yet. I haven't taken the time. We're not really looking to get into a fight, so... And we're not going to put ourselves in a position right now where we have to fight. This is not the kind of place I want to set up shop long term, but it is a nice, easy, stress-free, mostly, place to loot right now, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, we're undetected. That won't last for long. Hopefully we can find some corpses here. Corpses are great for loot. They'll give up stuff like ammunition, just scrap iron already, like we were getting. It's common to find all kinds of, I don't want to say semi-rare stuff, but definitely like a lot fewer tin cans and a lot more usable things. I mean, tin cans are usable too, obviously. You can craft them into scrap iron, but... This is a weird one. Repair tool. We can use that for scrap, or turn it into scrap, I should say. Ooh, there's one closer than I thought. I think it must be around back. Where'd you come from? Yeah, around back. I've said it before, and I shall say it again. This game is infinitely easier with a decent pair of surround sound headphones. Or just if you have surround sound, I suppose, on your computer, just regular speakers, but I find life is made a lot easier by the ability to know where my enemies are coming from. Alright, cool. We have found a city. Now, I will say that the cities in the burned out area are not super simple, but we'll take it. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get loose of the zombies that are following us and find a little pocket we can settle in. I think in order to do that, we're probably going to have to kill a couple. That's fine, though. Fuck you, zombie. Die. Alright, we're still hunted. Oh, this guy over here, huh? You want a piece of me? World Star! I think there's one up in that hill. Oh, right here. These guys travel in packs of 3. So if you see one, there's 2 more that are somewhat close, almost always. Like, fighting on a hill is not easy. Alright, I can hear some, but for now, I'm undetected. We're gonna come out in the water. Not where we're drowning, but where it's harder for them to hear us. Or see us. Yeah, where it's easier for us to hear them, is what I meant to say. In my own unique way. So we're gonna go ahead and melt down. People are cringing that I'm melting down one of these pistols. Sorry, kids. It's how I play. Brass isn't something we're overly concerned with right now. We're not going to have a big ammunition making party, so it's not a huge deal to us, but at the same time, it's worth... Wow, we got 4 cooking pots? At the same time, it's worth hanging on to for now. It will be definitely one of the first things we dump if we need to start dumping stuff. Where did my sticks go? I must have thrown my sticks in the ground by accident. I know I had like 100 sticks left. Oh well. Alright, we're up to 67 crossbow bolts, which is a decent amount. What do we need? More stones? Okay, I figured that. I think otherwise, I suppose it probably would behoove us. Let's go ahead and eat this. Let's go ahead and put the pistol in our hand as well, which we've already done, as you can see. It's fully loaded. So we've got 15, we got 37 rounds in total. Alright, let's, I think we're still better off with the stone axe until it gets a little weaker, and then we can move to the club. If that club was a little more repaired, it would be a little stronger, but you know what we could do? Nah, not yet. I'm home already. But for now, we definitely want this. Once we get the leather tanning book, we're going to need all the animal hides we can get to make leather armor. It's going to be our first armor. Alright, we can pick up rocks later. Let's try to loot first. The town looks relatively quiet, so... If you're ever tempted to not take tin cans, when I first played this game, I would ignore the tin cans and just, like, what the hell do I need tin cans for? Then when you realize how quickly they accumulate in your inventory, you realize... wood club sucks. You realize how important they are to the early game in terms of just getting some scrap iron together. Just another pistol. I wish I could express to you how crazy it is that I'm finding these pistols so easily. So there's definitely a zombie right out back. Somewhere. Really close. Another cooking pot. Some water is pretty awesome. So at this point, food and medical supplies are a priority. We're going to be fine on water. We're going to be able to build a campfire and boil off plenty of drinking water. So I'd say food, medical supplies, and then these bad boys are should be our main focus right now. We got the Forge Ahead book, which is the most important early game book. We can now build a forge in our little cabin this evening. We don't need books yet. Let's go ahead and melt this down. I say melt down, but it's crafting it down, I guess. I know that this is fascinating info for everybody, but my nose really itches. Maybe that's all that Colombian marching powder. That's Coke, for those of you who aren't hip. I'm a huge Coke head. I spend about 6 hours a day on Coke. That couldn't be less true. Oh shit! The fuck? Oh, the ladder broke. Well, this is not going to be fun, because we're going to wake him up with the first shot. Hit the second one, please. There we go. They have that little hitch in their giddy up that you got to time. And if you fail to time it, you pay for it. Alright, so there's a gun safe behind here. Almost for sure. The problem is, it's going to take a long time to get to it. And there's a shit pot of zombies right outside. Or at least one. Let's see if we can... I'm hoping that this is just a wood wall and there's no wood frame behind it. If there's a wood frame behind it, it's going to take forever. And we're about to have Buko company. And he's going to come right in here. Alright, time to get out of Dodge. Oh, they have spotted me. I didn't know if they actually spotted me or not. Alright, so let's retreat. Run away, run away, run away. While retreating, we'll grab some stuff. We're just basically trying to get him to follow us right now. Away from that house. Oh, there is Beehive up top. Let's draw them out here, and maybe there's some corpses up here while we're drawing them away. We have to decide what the heck we're going to do. If we fight... I mean, once we clear them out... It's the corpses we already cleared on the way into town. If we beat them up right now, which is actually not a terrible option... is now the time to use the pistol? Let's try it. If we beat him up... So it's 2 headshots to each. If we can eliminate them right now, it will make looting the rest of the town easier. Because as long as there's no spider zombie, they won't spawn back in. Got one coming from the distance over there. We'll try to hit him with this. These bad boys are hard to hit from a distance with the crossbow. I didn't even come close there. I panicked. You gotta try to time that frickin' hitch. I shot right behind him. I still mistimed it. There, we got it. This should be a lot easier to hit. I hear another one coming from somewhere, but I don't see him. Which I'm not... Oh, there they are. Coming from up here. Great. Ooh, there we go. We need 2 more of those is what we need. He's rocking in circles. Well, that's a nurse. We can hit her. And by hit, I mean miss desperately. Got that one. Tell you what, let's go collect a couple of these. Oh, that's not a nurse, so we don't care so much. Yeah, there's not so many zombies that we can't handle them, so I think it's a good idea to try to get what we can right now. Hit him in the shoulder. Gotta constantly check and make sure you're not getting spawned in on. Even with surround headphones, it's easy to get caught like that. Alright, we're at 54 bolts. We're still okay there. Got him. I think just one more. I'll get my timing down a little bit better. I have a friend that's infinitely better with the crossbow than I am. I'm still working it out. Just basically, the main reason for that is I find melee weapons to be so much easier. So I've always just defaulted to those. And now that I'm in a harder difficulty level, it's much tougher to get away with running up to somebody and bashing their skull in. You know, good melee weapons is only a one-shot kill on the default skill settings. And on this, it's a 2-shot deal. So here's what I'm thinking about doing. This town is going to take a little while to loot. It's not going to be super exciting to watch, so it's going to be a lot of this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop recording here. I will start recording again just in case something interesting comes up. But I'm going to try to loot this town. Shit, it has wood frames. Awesome. I'm going to loot this place off camera. Loot this whole town off camera. Maybe what we can do is let me take this. Tell you what, let's take a quick run around the town and see what we've got. But I think my plan is to go ahead and loot off camera. Oh, come on. Oh, look, he's a stretched out zombie. We'll go ahead and loot the town off camera. It's not a super big town. It won't take me a super long time, but... Oh, it's actually much bigger than I thought. And there's a gas station. That's pretty premium to find. We'll loot off camera. I can't even finish a thought. And we'll be back with episode 2 once the place is mostly looted. And I will record in the event that something happens, like, oh, I don't know, me dying. But I don't plan on publishing it unless something bad happens, so... Until the next episode, this has been Tom Selleck for the win. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you didn't like the video, please give it a like anyway. Why not? What skin is it off your ass? Please subscribe. Please watch future episodes. Please shower me with praise. Please follow me on Twitter at Tom Selleck for the win. Until the next episode, this has been Tom Selleck for the win. Signing off.